approximately 7 o'clock last night, two armed offenders entered the Hillcrest newsagency situated at Joyce Street, Montello. One of the offenders was armed with what appeared to be a handgun, the other with a knife. They demanded money from the female employee. The takings had been secured earlier in the evening, so the offenders left empty-handed. There was no money provided at all. And we're seeking information from any member of the public who may have information in relation to the two individuals who were described as in their 20s, dressed in a grey hooded wind sheeter with a cartoon motif on the front of it, similar to a peace sign, hand peace sign, blue jeans and white sand shoes. At this point we're unsure if they're in a vehicle or not.
Rob, so they've left, you're not sure how they got away or where they went. Was there anyone in the shop when they entered, apart from that, the female attendant?
It was a 43-year-old female attendant at the shop, but she was by herself at that point. I should say that crimes of this nature in Tasmania are relatively uncommon. However, it is a timely reminder for businesses to be vigilant of suspicious behaviour or people moving around, particularly close to the closing time or when staff are by themselves.
Was the woman shaken up? How is she today?
Look, she's obviously fairly traumatised by it, as you would expect, given that she's had a couple of weapons pointed at her while she's going about doing her employment duty. The whole scenario took only a matter of seconds from the time that she refused them the money, given that she'd already secured it in a safe, and then activated an emergency alarm. Look, she's obviously kept herself as calm as you could expect, and she's conducted herself admirably.
And in terms of the weapons, what do we know about them at this point in terms of details?
At this point, all we know is one weapon appears to be a handgun. Now, whether that's a replica or an actual firearm, we don't know at this point. And the other is a knife, believed to be similar to a carving knife.
And you've got a couple of lines of inquiry that you're following. Has anyone come forward? Or?
No, at this point we are following a couple of specific lines of inquiry. Now, how that plays out remains to be seen.